Hello everyone, my name is Andy, and welcome to the Modded Zoo, or ModPack. I haven't come up with an actual name to call it since I am not going to say the actual name because I will butcher it, but it's a zoo ModPack. So I guess I could just call it the zoo ModPack or mod or whatever. This is episode 3. And so we still have to clear some more land. Even though we are close, I think we only got one layer done last episode though. If I'm being honest, and of course, just like the first episode, the sun is going down. But so that right there, that 2-block spruce wood right there, that is sort of like a, hey, that's the layer we're going to be building on. So that's why that's there. And also, we went through the catalog, or category, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't say search bar, because the search bar is down here. Even I guess you could call it the search bar. I have no idea. And we also completed the quest for this starting out progression. And, well, we have way more to go, but hey, we're slowly getting there. In order to actually complete this one, we do, however, need to go to the cave, Alex's Caves, which may not be, oh, I gotta sleep, may or may not be a death sentence. We'll see. But, what I'm going to do, oh hey, there's a crow. There's also a penguin and a reindeer over there. And also the village. This episode, oh, another reindeer. Getting distracted. Yeah, that's what this episode's gonna be, is me getting distracted. No, it actually is not. Even though it probably will be, at least for some parts of it. First part we're gonna do, work on flattening out the land. And hopefully can start working on filling the land in. At least, making it sort of look alright, sort of give me more room, and all that. As best that I can, actually. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do for the start. Probably gonna be just like the last episode, gonna be the main thing that we do. But I mean, hey, once this is done, we can actually start working on a lot more things. It's just, I'd rather have this be done and over with first than putting it off to the side and then having to work on it later on when I could have already have it done. So that's why, working on it. Getting it all done first. Rather than, I guess, working on it and then doing something else. So that way we have more time to do other things. Well, I mean, there's gonna be more time to do other things anyway, but I mean, we'll be able to focus a lot more on a lot more things. But that's basically the plan. Just like last episode. Except last episode I looked for the catalog category thing. I still don't know what it's called. Oh, actually, I think one of the things that I will actually start doing once I finish all this is, well, first sort of get the foundation down, which is just laying out with blocks where, like, how big, showing how big this is actually going to be. So that I will also do. What I think I will also do is probably work on the villagers, since I have no idea what to expect in like the caves, the Alex's caves, and like everywhere else in the world. So I guess I'd rather be prepared, you can say. Over prepared than not be prepared at all and then end up just dying. Even though, yes, I have iron armor, but iron armor can only get you so far, unfortunately. But I mean, hey, at least we'll have like the villagers ready, or at least using the villagers, since I will be working on the village. Not anytime soon, but at least, you know, sort of keeping the villagers that I need. I mean, I'm gonna need all of them, but, you know, just, making sure that they are secure and not gonna get murdered. But also have them available for me to trade with. And no, it's not gonna be a trading hall. I'm not making like a small trading hall. I'm just gonna be like either putting them in their houses, which actually still sounds quite bad, because I would be trading with them in their houses. Depends, we'll see when I get there what I'll actually do. But I do also want to get more prepared, more geared up to actually go and explore, actually work on the quests, and all of that. Since I bet, well, I mean, I'm not gonna go to the Nether anytime soon, or the end anytime soon. I'm not trying to beat the game by any means. I just want to take my time. But in order for me to make it interesting for the episodes, or videos, however you want to call them, I would like to actually progress. As well as there's probably blocks in the Alex's caves that I would want. There's probably blocks in the end and in another that I would want as well. And also in other biomes that I would also want. But I would like to at least be prepared first before going out and exploring. So that's kind of like the game plan for right now. And semi for the future. And it will all change eventually, maybe. Depends. May or may not change. Are you watching me play, Komi? I currently have my cat on my lap. Well, actually, she's a kitten, but she's a few months from becoming an adult cat, so kind of already getting used to calling her a cat. But she's currently like taking glances at my monitor, watching me play, and the sun is going down again. You being a good kitty? Unfortunately, she wants pets, which is kind of impossible for me playing right now, or recording as well. She always wants pets whenever I'm doing anything on my that has to do with gaming. Okay, never mind, she left. She probably got tired of me. To be fair, she was sleeping pretty much all day next to me. So she's probably just tired of me in general right now. Until she decides to come back over. And actually, that kitty almost looks like Komi. Unfortunately, that's a black and white cat. My cat is a black cat. Unfortunately, in Minecraft, you can only get black cats in the swamp. In English. In witch huts. I think I was about to say a villager hut, but then I just like spoke gibberish when I said it, so like yeah. Even though there was actually one time I got like a black cat in Minecraft that was not from a village. Or not a village, a witch hut. I think it was because I was playing like a modded world. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, now she's going back to laying down. I only came over for like a few minutes. Almost got this done. And it's not even halfway through the video. Which, I mean, hey, is a win-win for me. Kitty. I don't know. Oh, the kitty's right there. I like heard the cat meow and I was just immediately cat mode. Cat parent mode. You're in a cat meow. Still got quite a lot to go. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all this dirt once I'm done. Well, I mean, I guess what I could do... Actually, I want to see. Let's see. Okay, so we do have dirt blocks, apparently. Dirty mud brick chimney. Suit covering. That doesn't... Yeah, I don't know how that works. Is it just like having this go on? I'm guessing? Oh wait, I can make compressed dirt. When I actually make compressed dirt or make any compressed item blocks, probably not. I mean, hey, it is there. Would probably save me so much more space in a chest instead of me having like chest monsters. Actually, I guess I can use it for mud. Of course, I don't think I need like a bajillion blocks of mud, but I can turn the dirt into mud. And then who knows what else I can turn the dirt into. I imagine there's probably something that I will need the dirt for. I mean, if I do go with the plan that I had explained in the first episode, I think I may have explained it in the last episode. Not sure though. But I was talking about having like, I think I did talk about it in the last episode, the second episode as well. But so what I was thinking is just like, I guess, a recap. Is having this, there's two directions I can take it, and unfortunately I realized that the crate mod was not in here. It would have actually been, I mean, I can still do the idea, but it would have been a lot cooler if the crate mod was in here. Because what I was originally thinking, which was the first one, and then I will explain what the second one is, and the second one would have worked well with the crate mod. But the first one, option, was me making a bunker of sorts. I wouldn't actually call it a bunker, but sort of like an underground zoo. Where it would just be like a zoo underground. That's basically all it would be, which makes sense. Well, calling it an underground zoo because that's what it would be. It would just be like a regular zoo, just underground. Or I guess not like a regular zoo because it would be underground. Anyway, it would just be like underground. It would be like an underground section of the main zoo, which will be here. But I would have it like underground for all the other animals. Since, oh, wrong button. Since this area definitely not gonna be able to have every animal in the quest book, or in the quests, not gonna be able to have room for all of them. I know that for a fact. The only reason I know that is me just being me. I mean, well, there's ice, there's water that separates the lanes, so it's not really good at explaining. But imagine this whole area. This whole area would definitely fit all the animals. But I'm not just gonna make like a million upon million block zoo. I'm not gonna build a mega zoo that's like bajillions of blocks wide. And also, since I'm building in the snow area, I can't really do that. Well, I mean, it would take way more work than I would rather not do. I mean, I could, but that would get very boring very fast for me and boring for you guys to also see. I mean, it's probably boring just seeing me mine all these blocks right now, but imagine a never-ending amount of block breaking. That's basically what it would be. Which I am not going to do. That's not how I'm gonna do it. So instead, I was thinking of doing like an underground zoo as the first option. And maybe we can have some sort of farms underground. Like for maybe some of the shops that we will have in the zoo, we can have like actual farms that actually like manufacture the items. I mean, yes, we don't have crate, but we can use our imagination and creativity, which I have, even though I'm not good at using it. I'm only good at like coming up with the ideas and whatnot. But hey, we all start somewhere. When it comes to creating ideas and creativity and a whole bit. But that's, I guess you could say, kind of the main plan, but also just the first option. The second option is, which unfortunately, isn't, the crate mod's not in here. But the second option was also having the underground zoo. Maybe for some of the more harder to obtain mobs, or I guess the more spookier mobs. Maybe the less, I wouldn't say less friendly, but maybe the ones that aren't, you wouldn't really want to. Sort of like a different section of the zoo. It's pretty much, it would be a different section. Where you have the spooky stuff in the underground zoo. And you would have all the normal, cute, whatever animals or mobs in the main zoo on the surface. And so what I was thinking is, since there's a lot of regular non-spooky looking terrifying mobs, I was thinking what I could do instead was also do that, but also have separate zoos. Like this one would be the main one, and then we can have like different zoos nearby. And we could have, with the crate mod, we could actually have trains. Unfortunately, the crate mod is not in this. And I don't think, since I have to also worry about the chunks, that's also another issue with the second option. Which I guess I still would have had to figure out with the crate mod anyway. Is with the chunks. But there would be like the underground sections for all the zoos. And there'll be tunnels. And if the crate mod was in this, I could have done trains. Well, I mean, I could also do trains on the surface too, but I thought it would have, like, you know, made a bit more sense, maybe make it a bit more cool in a way of having the trains be underground. I mean, I probably would have also done them on the surface as well. But, that was the second option. Which, I mean, I can still maybe combine both of them, but the thing is that with the second option, there's no crate mod, so I can't do trains. I mean, I can do minecart system, but that itself is way more slower than if it was trains. But I mean, it would still be an option. And that's, yeah, that's pretty much both of the options. I may or may not come up with a third option, but it's probably just going to be the same as the first one and the second one. I mean, maybe I can come up with a combined version of the two. But I mean, even with this zoo, I would also have to figure out the whole chunks that I talked about in the first episode. Actually, I think it was the second episode, but I think I did make it known of my concerns in the first episode as well. I'm not sure. I have no idea, honestly. But I mean, there are also concerns with the chunks. For that matter. For both options, either way. Actually, regardless. I would have to worry about the chunks either way for anything. But yeah, those are the two ideas or two options of how to go about the zoo. I mean, I'm more leaning into the first option, since like I said, regardless, I'm gonna have to worry about the chunks anyway. And with the second option, I would have to worry about the chunks even more. And so I guess the first option, it's not an easy option. I mean, neither of them are. Even though if the crate mod was in here, the second option would have actually been like more cooler than the first option. Of course, they would both have their challenges and everything else. But the first option is not easy. Even though it may seem easy, it actually would not be easy. It may be easier than the second option, but it's definitely not going to be easy. But those are the options, or at least the best explained, or the best that I can explain the options are. As I still have to figure out how I'm going to have the layout be. Or what I'm gonna do for the main zoo. Or I guess on the surface. Because either option revolves the underground part. Either way. But I still would have to figure out the surface part of the zoo. But that's just what I'm gonna have to worry about either way, regardless. Since even if I didn't do the underground part, or wasn't thinking of doing an underground part of the zoo, I would still have to worry about the surface part of the zoo either way, because what would the point be of me flattening all this out? It would pretty much be pointless. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas on it, maybe some opinions, or whatever the case may be, I am open to them. And there's a moose. I think those are the same two moose I saw in episode 1. I could be wrong, but there was a moose with a baby moose. I have no idea what a baby moose is called. So I'm just gonna call it baby moose. I wonder if I can keep the animals' babies. Actually. That would be pretty cool. I don't know, I think we would have to progress further in the quest line to actually see if that would even be remotely possible. But that would be cool. Maybe we could have at least with the actual passive mobs, maybe we can have a section. Trying to think of what it'd be called. I don't know if it has an actual name in real life. Not a petting zoo. It would not be a petting zoo. I'm trying to think. I guess it would just be a baby animal part of the zoo. Except I wouldn't really want to separate the babies from their parents either. I don't know, I would have to think about that. Where the heck did you come from? Mate, I didn't. Did you just spawn in when I got into the bed? Like, what kind of timing is that? Like, good. Hello. Pathfinder's Quill. A bucket of a Nautilus. Bucket of a Gubby. Mate, your prices are expensive. And I need to. Well, I guess I do. Well, not for that. Not for the quill. I don't have enough emotes for the quill, but I can buy the other two. But if I buy the other two, I would kind of like more than one. But also, that's just more room that I have to think about for the chess. Because I'm starting to form a chess monster over there. Except instead of it being shulker boxes, it's regular chess, double chess. Which I guess it would still actually be called a chess monster. It just wouldn't be of shulker boxes. But I'm starting to create one. Just in like a single line though. So maybe it wouldn't actually be called a chess monster then. Who knows? Can't tell if that's the same layer as the one that I'm working on. Probably is. Which sucks for me because I'm close on actually getting this out and then I have to do that as well. That I'm leaving because that's across the river. Well, I might get rid of it. I don't really know. It does kind of look weird, especially with that tower and that right there. Kind of looks out of place. I don't know. I'll come back to that at a later date, hopefully. If I actually remember. I mean, I'll probably end up seeing that and then remembering. But we'll see. That's a very later date. Even though now it's starting to bug me. It just looks weird right there. I mean, it's not bugging me a whole bunch, but it's just, I guess, out of place. In a way. I don't know, something about that right there is just bothering me. Maybe if it was actually on, like, the hill, it wouldn't bother me so much, but since it's right, like, on the single layer, the flat area, it just kind of looks weird to me. But that's a later date thing. Ooh, iron. I don't know, I have no idea why I just realized that. I probably thought it was like copper or something. Till I actually looked closer on it. You know, is it fly? Watch the fly be. Oh my god, it is. Oh god. Why? You know how many mods I've played that have flies in them? Not saying that's a bad thing, but why? I'm gonna have to make an exhibit of flies. I mean, hey, at least they're not like teeny tiny, so it's like, wouldn't necessarily be impossible, but like, why? Where can I even get flies? I mean, there's a fly right there, so, yeah. Okay, well, great. That's good to know. Those weasels are still there. Wow. They were there in last episode. You know, would it be bad if I took these? I'm not actually going to, but I was just thinking, would it be evil of me to take them? I think it would. And no, I wasn't actually thinking of killing the wandering trader. But I was thinking about the llamas. But that would be mean. I don't want to be mean. That's probably gonna backfire on me by saying that in the future. Or in any other Minecraft video. Or any video in general. I'm gonna get karma on that one. For sure. But I mean, I forgot if you can get the yeah, because it's called a trader llama. I mean, obviously, it didn't check off the list. Yeah, it didn't actually check off the list. So I guess, yeah, I don't actually need to worry about that. I mean, it would be cool if I had like for the zoo, like sort of have like a section for like, I guess, what non-crate people would do is like have horses, donkeys, pigs, llamas, be like sort of like their, and also camels, because I forgot that with the one Minecraft update they introduced camels. As a way of transport. I mean, you can't really with the llamas, but you know, inventory. But that got me thinking, is I could have that as a way of transport, now that I think about it. Maybe not the trader llamas, but I mean, I guess I would just have to name tag. Well, I'm gonna name tag all the animals anyway, which is gonna require so many name tags. But maybe for the llamas, I can have a section of llamas that are transport llamas, like the trader llamas, except instead of taking the trader llamas, I would just have my own llamas. Maybe caravan animals or caravan llamas or something. I don't actually know what they would be called, but that would be a later thing though. Something for later on. But I mean, that is one of the options though for transport. Or I guess for llamas it would be cargo transport. We'll have to see though. But I could have like a section out of the outside the zoo where the animals are for transportation and cargo transportation, or just cargo, I guess would be what they would be called. Cargo animals and transportation animals. Which I mean I would have, like if the crate mod was in here, I would have that also. Like I wouldn't just have like trains be the main transportation. I would also have like the horses, donkeys, llamas, all of them as well. Definitely not going to be able to finish this layer. I mean, hey, at least you got majority of it done. Slowly but surely, we'll end up laying the foundation of the zoo. Even if it takes a few episodes to finish this all. It'll be worth it in the end. Hopefully. I mean, I presume it would. 100%, but you never know. Actually, what I will do, is I'm gonna actually stop doing that, digging, is what I will actually do. Oh, looks like I'm gonna need another double chest. Where's the sun? Oh, the sun's right there. But for the last remaining time, which might be short, I am going to look for these for the quest. Hmm. Oh yeah, see this is what I was talking about, I guess it's called a mount parking space. Hmm. I think for the pictures, I will do the camera. Actually, I should probably do that right now, huh? Let's get the camera. Color film. Oh, oh, okay, that's quite a lot to actually make. How do I get the achievement in advanced exposure? Hmm. Also put the shield away. Go back here. Which one was it? Yeah, for like the pictures, I think I might make a gallery. It's not just gonna have one picture of every animal, it's actually gonna have multiple. But I think that's one of the things that we'll build. I guess sort of like a museum as well, except it'll be more like a gallery because the pictures. Definitely gonna like have like a few cafes, restaurants, and gift shop areas. Except I don't know if they would be called gift shops. We'll have to see though. Any warped block? Ooh, moon shell. Hmm. Oh. Oh wow. That's good to know. Oh, and here's the stations that I was talking about. Hmm. I can't get these, but I can actually get these, which my inventory is quite full. And this chest will not actually fit all of them. So just actually turn all this into planks. Make them into chests. And then turn these into wood, or sticks, I mean. And then place these right there. Even though I think, yeah, I'm gonna have one more layer to get rid of, but yeah. And the sun is going down. I miscounted that. Oh, it's because I wasn't counting the one shovel that I currently had, that's why. I meant to make two, but because I, for some reason, thought I didn't actually have the shovel that I currently had, I made free. Okay, back to this. I don't know if I want to collect this yet because I actually haven't. I mean, I guess I could take it to eventually have it. But I mean... yeah, I'm quite not sure. I mean, I'll come back to this to like look and everything. And yeah. I mean, I guess I'll just have them right now, just to have, so that way I don't forget. And I also have everything else. And then let's look at these. I'm gonna check these off, even though yes, I do not actually have them. In an actual closure, but we will. Eventually. But I mean, I guess this can also help in a way. So that way I know that, hey, I have seen this animal. And then eventually I'll have like a bucking quill that will let me know. What animals I do have. And what animals I do not have. Or just have animals that I do have. And just have like a list of those. That's all for that one. And I'm not going to place these because I don't know if I can pick them up and I don't want to risk that. Oh, I didn't get close enough to the crow? Oh, that sucks. Because, like, I'm going to remember that I've actually seen a crow, but, like... yeah. And... I don't know where that crow went. Let's see. Oh, I do get two animals. Is it for all of these or? I mean, it looks like all of these. That is actually good. Unless I find out that I actually cannot breed some of them, then that will deeply suck. Very, very sadly. Make me very sad, actually. Think I'm gonna try and save them. I've seen moose. I can get moose. Okay, so there are, and I've seen a snow leopard. So I might want to try. I'll make once I get a bug and quill, it'll be easier for me to remember. Uh, but I will make sure that when I do use the research papers, that I will get the animals that I cannot find. But anyway, that will be the end of this episode as we have run out of time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy and have a good day or night, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.